What's up, people? It's Nature Girl 30 here, and usually, I don't really do a lot of Raw reviews because let's face it, it hasn't really been that interesting as of late. But I will say this: um, I'm confused. Now I know I really don't do discussions unless I do my NG minute on Fridays or whenever the whole wrestling week is over. But this stands to be discussed. What in the world happened to the GMs? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because you got the help pretty much being in control of both shows. You got Vicky Guerrero as the acting manager of Raw, and then you got, gosh, you got Teddy Long being the actual guy in charge because out of the blue, Booker T gets some kind of infection in his elbow. Yeah. An infected elbow. Okay, I know you have to work with an infected elbow, especially if it's systemic or whatever. I mean, I don't know the whole technical term or medical whatever. But the thing is, they have the help practically running the show. And why couldn't they told us last week of what happened to Booker T instead of tonight? Maybe they did. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm wrong. But it's just ridiculous. We've gone to the same stupid ask the WWE universe who you want to wrestle who and why when there's no apparent reason why they even wrestling in the first place. The number one contendership is already set. It's practically Alberto Del Rio and Jack Swagger. There's no sense at all to put Biggie Langston in a match. Period. And why? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to have them choose who Biggie Langston is going to wrestle because Biggie Langston really doesn't have any relevance at all in the number one contendership match, which is sad because he has no feud to go on, and he should be in one. He's not even going to be on the pay-per-view, and if he is, it's going to be a freaking bodyguard. Not only that, we end up finding out that Dolph Ziggler is not even going to wrestle. So what's the point of even having Biggie Langston out there, let alone AJ Lee? I'm sorry, they were completely irrelevant tonight because they're not going to be there. I mean, they shouldn't be there because Dolph Ziggler is not even going to be on the pay-per-view. So why are they even on the air? Why were they even there tonight? It's beyond me. But I can say this: I really did enjoy Fandango versus Chris Jericho. I would have liked to actually see Chris Jericho dance. Seeing how I did watch him in Dancing with the Stars, he was really good. I was very impressed in his moves. But I will say this: I was really disappointed to actually not see him dance. I kind of did. And let's face it, Fandango sucks. We know he sucks as a dancer. I'm not gonna say he sucks as a wrestler because I know he has skills. It's just for some strange reason he's very stiff, very sluggish, very slow at all when compared to Chris Jericho. If you're going against a legend, you seriously have to be on your A game. But honestly, it really makes me happy to see Chris Jericho becoming a little bit more serious instead of a little bit more whimsy as he used to be. Because I like Jericho when he's in serious mode because he's a hardcore fighter when he's in serious mode. And I love that segment. I really did. I'm not going to not deny it. But one match that actually did impress me that I thought was going to truly suck because it was going to have the same old outcome was John Cena and Team Hell No versus The Shield. Now, actually seeing that the Shield is going to be at Extreme Rules against Team Hell No really shows they're actually pushing the Shield. And it makes me happy, which shows that Dean Ambrose is going to be pushed as a singles guy, which makes me happy. I'm hoping that they do what I would love for them to do and push him to go against the streak. Because I'm telling you, WrestleMania 30 may be the last of The Undertaker. Maybe. Even though The Undertaker's in great condition right now. It's already shown he's in great condition. There's a chance that he's going to be like, look, I don't feel like doing this crap every year. I need to get some rest. There's a chance that he might retire. And it might be Dean Ambrose. And I'm hoping it's Dean Ambrose going against the streak because it needs to be somebody new. And not only that, it would make the Shield to be the most powerful faction in WWE, the most relevant faction of the PG era. I would love for that to happen, but that's besides the point. Raw, as usual, had its own mediocreness, especially some of the wrestling matches that were there with Randy Orton and everything. And it's a shame Damien Sandow did not sing, but the Divas match was pathetic at best. But I mean, honestly, it was. I didn't particularly care much for the Raw. I was honestly watching How I Met Your Mother, and yes, I've ranted about it before, but honestly, I was more into that than I really was watching Raw. Except for a couple of matches that I actually did watch. It's a good thing I recorded it. But I will say this. They actually did do a lot to promote Extreme Rules. I can't deny that. I have to give them props when it comes to that. Not only that, they actually had some decent matches that surprised me, especially the tag team match, the 3-on-3 over the, I guess, 3-on-3 elimination match really did impress me. It would have been nice to have a number one contendership for the tag team titles instead of throwing the Shield in there, but it would make sense for them to do it since the Shield is the most hot commodity right now. And didn't really care about Kofi Kingston's match. Didn't really care about any other match. But I will say that the beginning segment, the opener, was great. I absolutely loved the dance off when it didn't really, even if it didn't become a dance off, it was nice to actually see Jericho out there with. I remember that lady from Dancing with the Stars. It was nice to see her too. The ending when it came to Brock Lesnar and Triple H. I have to say I was surprised at that too, but then I was surprised not in a good way. I was surprised that Triple H actually got the upper hand. So I'm really not seeing a lot coming out of Brock Lesnar, and it was a waste for him to even return. And I'm really hoping that Triple H doesn't win because it makes Brock Lesnar look weak. But let's face it, he's gonna win, and Brock Lesnar's gonna be weak. He's gonna go into obscurity or back into to UFC or whatever. But overall, I have to say that this Raw wasn't all that bad. There were a few matches that really did impress me. The chemistry was pretty much there, and it did keep me on the edge of my seat. Tongue tied today. But the biggest thing is the lack of GMs and having the help practically take care of the entire thing in a very mediocre way is kind of boring and lame. Plus, the matches were pretty predictable, except for some of the matches at the end with the 3-on-3 elimination match. You know, some of the matches were pretty good. But and they did a lot to actually try to promote Extreme Rules, so I can't necessarily hate on that. But I want to see what you guys think about it. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on Raw as a whole. Leave a comment in the comment section below or send me a video response. I am all looking forward to hear what you guys have to say about this Raw tonight, because to be honest with you, it was alright. I'm not going to deny that. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.